Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, guys. Evox says, I got my choco milk and my half-heated ramen, and it's time to chill with stream. Awesome. I gotta finish your drawing, man. It's been too long. I finally got done with my anime fusion video, which I'm super happy about, by the way. I'm glad that I finished that one. Now I can move on. I want to finish this one, and then I want to draw the legendary birds, the Pokemon birds, as anime characters. I think that would be a lot of fun. So let's get this one done. This was a challenge, what was like a long time ago. That's when you were like, Evox, you were like, hey, I want you to draw something else or a new video idea. I'm like, man, I can't. I've got too many video ideas that I still have to finish. This is one of them. Hello! How are you? I love Misty Flower. Have you seen the Ash and Yugi one? No, I haven't. I have not. I'll check it out, I promise. Last night's stream was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing Plants vs. Zombies. The drawing is fabulous. Thank you. This one's supposed to be... Okay, so this one's the original drawing. Evox wanted me to draw this character, but as me. So I'm trying to draw it, and it's a lot of... There's a lot in this drawing. But this was a pretty big drawing. I don't normally draw like big full body pictures because they just take so long. They're not my favorite thing to draw. Hey girl, are you on a computer? Yeah, I'm on a computer and a tablet at the same time. I've got a laptop. I've got a screen attached to the laptop. Actually, I own a desktop, but right now I'm using my laptop because it's just easier. I've got a laptop. I've got a separate screen attached to the laptop. I've got a microphone. I've got a whole setup. I've got a tablet that I'm now drawing on. Yeah, it's me, the girl that was called Candy Apple. Oh, you changed your name. Why'd you change your name? I'm really considering on drawing my character as a fawn. I'm really thinking about it. I'd like to see how my character actually looks. Okay, she has the bow up in front. Oh, that's cool. Why did you change your name from Candy Apple? So how was everyone doing yesterday and today? Man, I had such a good stream yesterday. It was so much fun. I had a great stream. We were having fun um taking out those zombies with my plants, man. I forget how fun like Plants vs Zombies really is. Like, it's such a old game, it's classic, but it's a lot of fun. And it's actually a lot of fun to stream. And like, you know what's really awesome? I don't know. I've been kind of in a weird funk lately. Like, I've just been having days where I just like, I don't know, like, I feel like I need to do more, but I don't feel emotionally there to do more. So, like, coming back to stream doing Plants vs. Zombies just made me feel better, I guess. Because, like, I feel like I want to do more with my streams, but then I also feel like I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta give yourself, like, your own break, you know what I mean? And then, like, you'll feel better. But, like, with me, I don't know, I just have a hard time giving myself a break. I feel like I gotta be productive all the time, and it's probably a bad trait of mine. That's why, like, oh, and can you download ISB Paint? It's good app for drawing. I'll do it as like a test app, but my app is Procreate. I probably am not gonna draw like anything I draw. I'm probably not gonna do IBS Paint because all my brushes are all on this. So, like, I've got all these brushes that I use. I've got just everything is how I want it. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Okay. But I'm willing to try IBS Paint. I've tried it once, and I remember IBS Paint having, and maybe I'm wrong, but like I kind of remember it having like ads. Kind of like while I was drawing, there was like an ads thing because it was free. But I'm not a huge fan of that. I'd rather just pay. Hello. How are you doing? I know, right? Full body art. I don't do full body art. I never do it. This is like the first time I'm actually doing full body art for y'all, right? It takes so long. That's why I just don't do it. But this is what Evox wanted, so we're taking the challenge. And what's awesome about this art is I definitely can use it in the future. It looks super good. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. So, I was gonna ask you, so you were Candy Apple, right? Well, now you're Misty Flower. I'm gonna call you Misty Flower. Does IBS Paint have a lot of ads on it? Because I haven't, again, I tried it, I think, a long time ago, and some of these, like, free apps have, like, a bunch of ads. I was wondering if that was one of them. I'm glad you like the piece. I'm glad you like the piece. Everyone seems to like this one. I guess it was a good choice from Evox. Why can't I think? I don't know if I'm gonna color it though. And on stream, I mean. I will be colored, but I just don't know if I'm gonna color it on stream. Evox says, I had a mental breakdown yesterday. My father wasn't there for me, and now I'm taking time for myself and going to therapy again. After 4 years, I went into therapy again. I'm sorry you're going through that, man. Hopefully therapy can help. I think therapy can be amazing, but I think, like, I don't know, I feel like for me, therapy only helps me if I, like, do what I need to do to make it work. But I haven't done a lot of therapy, to be honest, so I can't judge. I don't know. But hopefully it helps you. I don't know if these braids look good. I have a hard time drawing braids. By the way, I say I don't go to therapy. I probably should. Being honest, I probably should. I've got a lot of things that could use some attention. How do I do braids? It's like I forget. Her hair is gonna look like super big. Her hair is gonna look like super, super big. You know what I find the hardest thing about streaming? And I think that's like why kind of like maybe I was like, I don't know if it's a funk or what. So when you start out as like a new streamer, I have not seen Winter in a good minute. We saw Winter last night. Last night Winter joined us for Plants vs Zombies. I messaged him and I asked him to come see the stream. I messaged him that I was streaming, but I don't know. He's probably busy. What I was gonna say was, I think the hardest thing, and I think the thing that like really made me feel like I was in a funk was, like streaming as a new streamer. I mean, what's hard about streaming and trying to work to get, you know, kind of good at streaming is like some nights like last night was just perfect. I had a great stream. It was energy, it was fun. I felt like everyone was having a good time. But then like I have streams where I feel it's just the energy just isn't there. And I guess that's what they mean by have a good stream. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you have a good stream? I used to think about that. But I think as a new streamer, it's hard because if you already have the people watching you, it's easy because you have that energy that kind of feeds back into you. And when you're starting out, you don't always have that. So you kind of got to create it yourself. Which then it's like, where does the energy come from? Out of nowhere? Like, you almost like gotta talk to yourself. And you're sitting there talking to yourself, and you're like, am I just crazy? Because like, I mean, if you talk to yourself on a normal basis, that's one thing. I mean, you can talk to yourself all you want. But I'm just saying, like, if you're sitting there talking to yourself, you start feeling crazy. I guess like some streams, like I feel like I talk to myself, and it sucks sometimes a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it kind of stinks. It's easier when you have your good friends helping you out. Which actually reminds me, I do want to like do the Gartic phone sometime, maybe with Evox and Winter would be kind of a fun thing. I think Gartic phone would be a lot of fun. Evox says, my hard thing about streaming is finding a good idea of why I want to do it, and lately I haven't found a good reason why I like Gartic. The reason why I like Gartic phone was good because I had friends, and when I do it alone, I sometimes don't make it to the first hour. And Misty Flower says, I know, right? Well, I mean, I can entertain myself. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I can totally entertain myself. I can totally entertain myself. 1 second, y'all. I gotta answer a quick phone call. Sorry about that. Okay. Had to call that answer. Anyway, so if you're starting out streaming, my recommendation is to just probably make do games you would normally enjoy. You know, like the art streams are fun. And I think art streams, the hard part about art streams is typically it's easier if you have an audience. But if you just like doing art and you can chill out by yourself doing art, then just do that. But if you can't chill out doing art and enjoy it by yourself, then my recommendation is just play some game that you like. Hello, oh my goodness. Guys, I'm half dyslexic. Yuhahan. Did I say that right? Do I see like 2 H's there and 2 U's? Oh my, that hurts my head. I can't handle it. And then you guys always change your names every so many days, and I'm like, who is this? I don't know who you are. Is it a new person? And then it's like, nope, I am this person. I'm just teasing you, Candy. I'm just kidding. Look, we're drawing a full body picture. I'm trying to draw this picture. Oh no. I'm just teasing you. Now you're Misty Flower. I liked the Candy one though. I thought that was a cute name. But keep it. Do what you like and be your own dream. She is so pretty. Actually, I think this is actually pretty. This was a fantastic idea from Evox. Evox, when you create a new, what do you call it? When you create a new, I like your art style. Thank you. This one, I hope my art style shows because I don't do a whole lot of like full body pictures. I don't. Evox, next time you do Gartic Phone, like we need to set up a time, like an actual time and date. That way I'm like, yes, let's do it. Because I think you tell us last minute and I'm not ready. I'm totally not ready. Or maybe I should set one up. When I hear the word fuse, I think of card polymerization. You know what? That would have been a good analogy. I was just thinking of like Dragon Ball Z when I made the video. I was thinking like Dragon Ball Z fuse 2 characters into one, but polymerization, whatever. I don't know how to say that word. That's probably why I didn't say it, because I can't say polymerization. How do you say words? I have like a big volume and then for some reason it's low. Like what? I don't know what that, like, I don't know why. I think I'm just a loud person. Hey! Sorry, my dog is doing bad things. Yeah, I know, right? It's so nice. My dog likes to get on top of furniture that he knows he's not supposed to get. Okay, let me tell you about my dog. I'm going to tell you all about my dog. Evox says, sure, until my finals are finished, which are either be the 20th or the 21st of December. Okay, sounds good. Then we can come up with something. It might be my voice. Like, going low and out, it might be my voice. I don't know, because, like, I'm kind of a loud person. Anyways, my dog. Let's talk about my dog. My dog is what I would call a poop tart. That's a term that one of my friends made up a long time ago. Poop tart. You're in WIB, not East. Yeah, yeah. I would have to. I could figure it out. So my dog loves to get on furniture that he knows he's not supposed to get on outside. I have told him this. I have said, do not do this, because what will happen, so I have these like nice chairs. I guess they're kind of like wicker chairs, but like on the wicker chair there's like a cushion, and he loves to get on those cushions. And so what he'll do is he'll plop on the cushions, and there'll be little like, because he'll get in the mud, so like he'll find mud. I don't know why I don't know where I tried to block off all muddy areas, but he finds mud. And then he gets on sorry, I got something in my eye, like, sorry, my VTuber is wigging out because I've got like something weird in my eye. Anyway, so he gets on these cushions and puts his little paws all over the place, and I'm like, bruh, why you do this to me? I gotta go clean these. And they're not fun to clean. They're not fun to like, because they're really not meant to be cleaned like that, because they're outdoors, but it's like he intentionally figures out a way to make them look dirty. Poop tart is so weird, not in a bad way. I didn't come up with it, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I had a friend of mine who came up with the word poop tart. I remember the day he was like, poop tart, ew, gross. And he just started laughing. And so then we just started calling people poop tarts. Just a random fact of Rose's day. But, you know, one of the other things okay, there's another thing, there's some quirks that my dog has, okay? There's another quirk that my dog has. Another quirk that my dog has is, okay, so like there's certain areas of the house I don't allow him to go, because if he goes in those areas, he will find trash and destroy it. Like he's he loves trash. Loves it. I had to get like a trash blocking thing where he can't get into it, but like I have trash cans, like little trash cans in my what do you call it? My bathrooms, right? I'm telling y'all, he loves to just go in there and just rip up any paper that there is. He has to get it all. And if you show it to him, you're like, dude, why did you do this? He goes, oh, I'm sorry, mama, but then I'll do it again when you're not around. I'm like, Urgh! Makes me so mad. Just like, you know, like the worst he's ever done was, I bought some Joyride. So like Joyride is like it's supposed to be more natural candy, but it's more expensive. Okay. Now I had bought 5 packs of Joyride, different kinds, like all different kinds of Joyride. And I had the 1 pack that I was going to eat. I was saving it. I was saving it because it's my favorite kind out of all the kinds that I bought, because I was just trying other ones, right? I was just trying other candies. The 1 pack I hadn't opened. The other ones were open. Guys, the other ones were open. He picked the one that wasn't open and ate all of it. I was livid. Like, he picked my favorite one. It's like he knew. He was scheming. He saw those packs of candy and he's like, I'm going to eat that one and she won't know about it. I was so mad. I still have him though. He's still a good... Yeah, Ryan Trahan, Joyride. Yep, that's the one. He actually has a pretty good candy. I will eat Ryan Trahan's candy. I'm still trying to finish his series on, because I love travel stuff. Like, my goal was to be a travel YouTuber. That was my dream, but like, you know, when you don't have enough money to do it, you can't do it. But so I'm still kind of watching his what was it? He went to all 50 states in 50 days. I'm like halfway through it. But His videos are so cute. I like his videos. Hence why he's like popular. I mean, there's a reason. Bro, stupid autocorrect. Oh, Trojan. It's supposed to say Ryan Treyas and Ryan Trojan. My dream was to be a YouTuber. You should still be a YouTuber. Go live that dream. You should still go live that dream. I'm living that dream right now. I forgot to send 2 other Gartic phone clips. I just saw that. I saw that you'd sent it. Well, I'm with 141 subs. I think if you get to 50 subs, I think it's 50. Is it 50 or 200? I'd have to look it up. Then you can start streaming. And I think your sub counts can go up higher once you start streaming. Because, like, actually YouTube will post your stream to random... I'm trying to think, like... to random people that you don't know. Let me look it up. It's like how many subs until you stream on YouTube? 50. It's only 50 subs. So that's good. You only need to have 50 subs to be able to stream. Color by numbers? What are you talking about? Mission Silo. Look, I drew this. This is not color by number. I couldn't do a color by number. You know how crazy I would go coloring by number? I did those I did one as a kid, and never again. I can't, like... Okay, so there are a few things. The foxes are adorable. Thank you. 50, yeah, it's 50 subs. If you can get to 50 subs, you can start streaming. It took me like 4 years to get to 500, and it took 1 year to get another 100. Yeah, so it compiles. Once you start getting your first 100 subs, the first 100 subs are the hardest. Once you get your first 100 subs, it gets faster and faster and easier. It looks lovely. Thank you. Color by number, that's a childhood throwback. I mean... You're joking? Oh, well, I'm glad you're joking, because, like, color by number would make me, like, rip my hair out. So there's a few things, like, that people can do, okay? One of which is, like, so... Oh, no! I hate when Procreate does this. It's sewing, like, stockings. You know what I'm talking about? Like, the stockings that have, let me look it up. Color by number is one of them. But now with AI, like, AI color by number has got to be obnoxious. I couldn't do it. Everything is AI now, which is sad. It shouldn't be. It should be made by artists. But now every people are slapping AI. I'm pretty sure color by number is now AI. What is it? The stocking, what was it? Stocking by number? You see, oh, I found him. Okay, look. Oh no, what? Okay, I can only do it with shopping. Why? No. So, it's so stocking by number. I'm sorry, I'm looking for it, guys. I'm looking for it. They're crazy looking. If y'all have never seen them, they're crazy looking. Patterns. No. Why can't I find them? I used to know, I knew a lady that used to make these. I knew a lady who used to make these stocking by numbers. AI ought to be a tool assistant, not a replacement. Well, they're replacing it. You're such a good advisor. What do you mean? How am I a good advisor if I can't find my stocking by number? So, let me find it. Stocking by number. But that's what they're doing. That's like they're making coloring books and they're posting them they're posting them modern stocking pattern. No, I can't find them. AI vids are just rot your brain. I'm pretty sure my videos kind of rot your brain too. Not gonna lie. How am I a good advisor? I want to know what you mean. Hey, fluffy. It's a fluffy. So fluffy stock. Hey, I found it. Okay, okay. Look. Look, 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 look. This is what I mean. If you can make something like this, look at this. If you can make something like this, you're incredible. This is basically stocking by number. See how this is like insane? This would make me want to pull my hair out. Like I couldn't do it like at all. I remember when there was so many color by numbers rip-offs. I mean, hold on. I'm just looking at these. Like, hold on. We're gonna look up color by number just for fun. We'll look up color by number. Look at this. Hold on. I'm gonna make a short about this. Like, if you can make these, you are nuts. Look at that. Actually, I knew a lady who made these, and they all came out fantastic. Like, on a whole different level. I don't know how she did it. I really don't. To this day, I don't know how she did it. Okay, let's look up color by number. I'm just curious, just on Etsy, color by number. I bet you it's mostly AI. These aren't too bad. AI is why I don't use Fiverr anymore. I do it myself. Okay, so like, you have to find your artists. So the person who made this overlay for me, this one behind me, and this one, and then also this one is Winter. I know Winter stuff is legit, totally real. This is all Winter stuff. We'll do the day one for now. Does adorable fox stuff. You wanna draw adorable fox stuff? I'm not seeing, again, like this one could be AI. This looks like AI to me. This totally looks AI. So yeah, like color by number, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are AI. But like even like coloring books, like a lot of coloring books, like is this one AI? This, I can't tell. This one I can't tell. This one may not be AI. But that other one, this one definitely looks AI. Etsy is a funny site. If I wanted to lock in, I would have taken all of my cardboard and turned them into dual discs to sell them as recycled systems. You mean like cut them out and make dual discs? That would be really cool. I do your art style. Avatar is nice. Thank you. I had someone yesterday give me an 8 out of 10 for my VTuber model. They said my face didn't look great, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with criticism. Yeah, I meant I never knew I was supposed to get 50 subs. Yeah, so you just have to get 50 subs, man. That's all you need. You only need 50 subs. And then you can start streaming. But yeah, this one's definitely AI. But like something like this, I don't know. Like this is probably not AI. I don't know. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I can't tell. When I do for some reason I can't read that comment. It says when I do and it gives me 5 stars. I'm guessing it's a curse word. I don't know, or YouTube doesn't like it. I am describing actions because I think it's cute to do so. I like the mints so much, except the spicy ones. What are you talking about? What mints? You go off on like other tangents. Look, these stockings are so awesome. You give my model an 8.5? So, okay. I've gotten an 8, I've gotten an 8.5, I've gotten... Those are the two votes I have for my model. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and make Gladius a fawn model. I'm gonna turn her into a cute little half furry fawn. Yeah, it did. Nozzles ground for truffles. You know, truffles are expensive. Like, real truffles are expensive. Not doing curse words, using stars for actions. Oh. Okay. My only issue with the body structure, I'd say, is because I realized over time your legs are longer between your neck and your waist. What are you talking about? Hold up. Hold up. We're gonna look at my model. I just got a big bum. I just got a big hips. That's all this is. Hold on. Why is it not... Where's my VTuber model? VTuber, where are you? There you are. Look. Oh my goodness. I think my legs are short. The shoes are... Okay, the shoes are supposed to be high heels. They're actually supposed to have some heels on them. That's why you might think my legs are longer than they are, because the heels are actually high heels. And that's why my model has long legs, because horses have legs that leave a big length. When I cropped your legs for a VTuber presentation, your legs were long. Really? Well, moths have big behinds, okay? I got a Sir Mix-a-Lot. What does that mean? The art reminds me the video game Goody Two Shoes. What is Goody Two Shoes? I'll have to look that up. What is Goody Two Shoes? Goody Two Shoes. Video game. By the way, I'm hoping to do some Switch games with you guys. I bought me a Switch thing. Goody Two Shoes. Oh, it's like an anime game? Is this an anime game? What is this? I've never seen this before. Is a video game developed? Okay. It's published by Square Enix? Really? I didn't know this was a Square Enix game. Goody Two Shoes. Is this it? This is cute. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, hold on. Y'all can't see it. Ah, I've got so many things. This one. Goody Two Shoes. It's so cute. I might get this. I didn't realize Square Enix made this. Apparently it's published by Square Enix. It's a venture in the woods as you play Little Goody Two Shoes. A horror narrative adventure where your decisions matter. That is the one. I might play this. This is actually really cute. I actually might play this. It's 20 bucks. You can play the demo. Okay. It looks like you can play the demo, but it's still 20 bucks. I might play this. This actually looks like really cute. It's a dark fantasy horror game. I know how you guys love your horror games. I know how all y'all love your horror games. I know, right? It's really cute. I'm not a huge horror fan. I've had everyone ask me to do horror games like Five Nights at Freddy's, you know. I have had y'all ask me to make it, to play it. Sorry, not to make it, to play it. But I have not. Still, because I'm just not. I'm not a huge horror game fan, but I might play FNAF one time for y'all. Goody's Two Shoes mentally broke my sister because one of the character, which I won't spoil. Okay, don't tell me. If I play it, I don't want to know. Is it a long game or is it a short game? Like, am I gonna have to put some hours into it, or is it like just kind of a one-off? I'm like super focused on this hand, y'all. I am not great at drawing hands. I know a streamer who plays horror games and has super chat to give jump scares. She gets a lot of jump super chats. That's hilarious. I wonder how you set that up. Medium long has multiple endings. Okay, it's a playable anime. If you play well and choose right ways, it can be done under 8 hours. If you choose differently, than 3 to 2 days. What does that mean? Like, what does it mean? What does it mean? If you choose wrong? So there's wrong choices. Essentially, there are bad choices. Not all choices are good choices, is what you're saying. I'm so happy, Evox, you made me draw this thing. Because this thing has taken me forever. It's taking me forever. I don't know how I'm going to actually, like, color this thing. I don't know how to make this look better. He's got little feet. I wish Procreate would, like, if I drew a heart, like, it would just know what I'm trying to draw. It takes more effort to go through the deal versus not going through the deal. So the story is about a main character making a deal with the devil, okay? It takes more effort to go through the deal versus not going through the deal. The devil's way in game is to make sure you consent to the deal. But what if you don't consent to the deal? The game did things that she couldn't explain. So if you don't consent to the deal, so if you do consent to the deal, the game is easier. If you don't consent to the game, the deal is harder. The game takes longer. To be honest, Rose, I could have chosen worse. I could have chosen the maximum summons of Miss Mutton and said, nah, let's make it interesting. It's less work if you don't consent to the deal. Oh, so you don't want to consent to the deal. This one is much more difficult than Miss Mutton. This one's definitely more difficult than Miss Mutton. I don't know what you're talking about. Because I'll pull up Miss Mutton. Miss Mutton was much easier to draw than this. You picked the hardest thing. Alright, let's pull up Miss Mutton. Compared to this, let's look at Miss Mutton. No, not the normal Miss Mutton, the maximum version. Okay, what is the maximum version Miss Mutton? Maximum Miss Mutton. Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't see a max version. I don't see a maximum version. Unless you wrote it, did you write it out? Maximum summon of Miss Mutton. The sheep girl. Hold on, let me... Yu-Gi-Oh! That is not... This is much easier to draw. It's just bigger. Can the fox jump? Yes, but I don't know how to make it jump. Normal is 1 card. Miss Mutton is a maximum of 3 cards. But yes, but it's the art's easier. The art is easier than whatever I'm drawing right now. She's kind of cute, by the way. I think she's kind of a cute character. Can the fox jump? I know there is a way. Now, I can, like, jump your character and make him fly. Like, I can do it. I think there's a way... Okay, I don't know where your character went. He totally flew around. You respawned! There's me. I don't know how to make you guys, I don't know how to make you guys, like, let you guys jump. Bigger doesn't mean easier. It totally is easier, though. This is more details. Did it do it? Did it do it? Hold on, let me see, let me see. Animal cruelty. Let me see it, let me see. Exclamation mark, jump. Did it do it? Yeah. Okay, that's how you make it jump. That's how you jump. So you're trying to jump and capture the little stars. However, there is a little bit of a lapse. Yes, that's how it works. It just did it. But there's a lapse in, there is a lapse. Wait, more details means harder for me? It does, yes. More, not bigger, more details. Look at the foxes go! I love the little foxes. It's either this one, Pals, or like Pokemon. Which I might end up doing Pokemon later, but I like the little foxes. I think they're cute. For me, yes, Evox. The more details is harder. Not bigger. You picked the hardest thing ever. Make it sit or roll, Beck? What? What do you think I am here? Do you think I'm a trainer? A fox trainer? I think... Glad I didn't choose Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic? What? This is pretty extravagant, though, dude. Let me look up that card. Fine, we'll look up that card. Master of Magic. I mean, you have an Arcanine... By the way, that's misspelled. Arcanine plush that kind of looks like a fox. Isn't he cute, though? So this dude, yeah. begs for head pats. What do you mean? I can't give you head pats. I love the foxes. 1 second, guys. Okay. We're back to the day, dear. Chase's invisible ball. Is there an invisible ball? Hello, how are you doing, Yaksha? I like your emoji. That's so cool. I'm trying to draw this. So I'm not doing exactly the same as this character. But we're going to attempt to do most of it. It's just way too many details. I'm doing great. What about y'all? Doing awesome so far. I only can see it's invisible to everyone else. Oh, the ball. You're talking about the little fox dude. Yeah. I think they're a cute addition to the stream. Today I said if I decided to try a project. What project? I think getting the line art's definitely coming together. Writing stories. Stars means that I am role playing as a fox doing something. I'm glad you have quite the imagination. I think I'm gonna draw hearts here. I think it's starting to turn out beautiful. I don't know why this thing dings at me. I don't know if y'all message me and I just can't see them. Because sometimes YouTube won't show me everything y'all message me for some reason. Yeah, see, you wrote something and it's showing up here, but it doesn't show it on the other part. Sniffs the butt. That's why it doesn't show it. So I still think I'm gonna do like these little banner things. What do you call it? These banner things. Chases, Fox, and plays tag. You're having way too fun with this whole Fox thing. I want to put like 2 moths here. Something like that, I think looks good. I like that. I'm gonna copy it and paste it. By the way, did you know what you're gonna do for Christmas? My family still don't know where they want to go for Christmas. I don't know. I'm not really sure what, I mean, I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do for Christmas. I think we figure out Christmas because we already had Thanksgiving together. We went and had Thanksgiving. So, like, we kind of went out of town for Thanksgiving. And since we did that, I don't know. We haven't really thought about Christmas or what we're going to do. Usually we have Christmas together. Like, we all open gifts together. I mean, zoom on banner and the original art. Oh. This one? It's got kind of like a zigzag art looking thing. Here's the other one. It's got like hearts on it too. I might add like a few hearts. The hearts don't have to be perfect, y'all. There. This art piece is already exhausting me. Okay, banners are not talismans. I don't think so. I think it's just like something pretty that is like on the character. I want to see some cool art. Look up Taoist paper talisman. What? Hold on. Taoist paper talisman? Oh, you mean like these talisman? That's what you thought it was. Some, yes. So, did you guys like, I don't know who's still here. Did you guys like, Uma Musume? I was kind of wondering whether to play that one again. I don't know if y'all liked it, if y'all liked watching that one or not. It's been a while since I've played one, though. Played, Uma Musume. It's the horse anime girl game. Oh, nice. With the spell card, red eyes, transmigration. I've mastered the arts of plot armor. Play what again? I'm new here. Uma Musume. Uma Musume is, hold on, let me pull it up. Let me get it. Uma Musume. This one. It's the horse girl game. Where the horse girls are running. The derby one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Horse girl game. As a horse myself, you should play Uma Musume. It's peak. I started playing it, and then I guess I stopped playing it for a little bit, but I want to play it again. Whenever you want, play whatever you want. The reason people come to your channel is to hang out with you. The video game is conversation piece. Yeah, people love gold chip. I wish that were the case, okay? Mission Silo. I wish that were the case because one of my favorite games is Supermarket Simulator. And I don't think y'all like to watch that. One second. Let me get my baby a milk. But yes, I wish that were true, but I don't think you guys like, I don't think you guys like it when I play, what's that game called? Supermarket Simulator. No, not teat milk. No, regular cow milk. She's older now. You look like Agnes Tekyon? What? You think so? I agree, supermarkets are scary. Yeah, your character looks like Agnes Tekyon. I guess that's one of the Uma Musume characters, right? Y'all didn't like the Supermarket Simulator. It's like my favorite game now. I want to play Supermarket Simulator. I'm like so addicted to it. And Evox for sure hates the game. Looked up Market Simulator, would be a blast. Guess it depends on the audience. Thanks for lurking, Aksha. Okay, I played it a couple times and I didn't see that you guys really liked watching it. So I played it like twice. But it might, again, that's the hard thing about streaming, is sometimes you stream something and like it does really well once and then it won't do well again. Kind of like Palworld kind of does okay now. I guess because I'm so far in the game, and like sometimes I feel like y'all like watching Palworld, and then other times I'm like, it doesn't seem like it gets the audience that it used to. But I love Supermarket Simulator. Depends on the average age of chat. So that means Evox is 10 years old. Into the Shadow Realm that simulator goes, Evox is 10 years old. I know Evox isn't 10 years old, but I'm just making fun. Look, I like games that deal with, what's it called? Like, markets and making money, and I don't know, I love stuff like that. What do you mean I'm 10? You're 10. Cause Mrs. Silo says it depends on the audience's age. And like apparently that makes you 10 years old. That's why you don't like the game. You want to be a kid. Technically, this needs to be lower. I think I'm gonna jump and try again. Okay, so there is a lapse in time from what you guys see to when it actually jumps. So don't feel bad if you can't get it. It's a challenge. Did y'all forget I suggested me an adult beverage and I was legal age, so I did? Yeah, but like mentally, you're like the age of 10, considering that you don't like Supermarket Simulator. That's why I'm calling you out. She's so beautiful. Man, I've been drawing this thing for an hour and 20 minutes, y'all. Oh, wow. I wonder how you can find the original artists of these cards. I'm like old enough to remember record players and cassette tapes, like boring games. I remember cassette tapes. I remember Walkmans. That's how old I am. I can remember like people wearing Walkmans. The big bulky ones. It's literally grind, get money, upgrade, repeat. Yes, and get a better store. Duh. Like, it's get better store and have awesome things. Of course, man. American Truck Simulator. I've seen the American Truck Simulator. That one cracks me up. I don't know why. American Truck Simulator while playing music and talking to chat is awesome. You know, I'd run into everything. Same here for Walkmans. You're probably around my age then, because I totally or older, because I remember Walkmans. Dude. Guys, this is like old school, y'all. Look at this. You used to put like little cassette. I remember these. The like Sony discs. Oh man, like back in the day, you used to like, everyone had one. And then they went from this to about similar age, maybe. Then what was it? So there was this, and then the next was like MP3s, right? MP3 player. These. I had one of these. Y'all used to play to get music. Look, my grandpa had a Walkman and said it was his jam. You could throw, okay, the difference between like now, I mean, okay, now things are better, but there was a time like you could throw a Walkman and it would still work. Definitely remember MP3 players. Yeah, I had like something like this one, the blue one here, and then I had someone like the pink one here. Man, those were like classic. I used to think it was so cool. Okay, like these tiny little ones. I think there was small ones I used to have. I used to think it was the coolest thing that you could put a picture on it. I just think it was like the coolest thing when I was a kid. I was like, man, I could put a picture. Okay, I was a little older than a kid, but I just thought it was like the coolest thing. Like this, guys. I like these. The pink one here was my jam. I had that one back in the day. I had like 3 different MP3 players. Bring back own Able Media. Definitely remember MP3. Yeah. Man, this was back in the day when like people would pirate music. People would pirate music. Now it's like you get a subscription to like Spotify or something and then you have music. Or you listen to ads. It's the age of ads. Own Able as you own it. Oh yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying now. Own Able as you own it, not play it to use it. Yeah. Well, it's like the same with like Netflix, right? Like everything is like Netflixified. Is like you used to own. Like I'm shocked at how we just don't own. We don't own anything anymore. Like you used to when you bought. What was it? Adobe Photoshop. You used to own the program. Now you have to have a subscription to it to be able to use it. It's not. You don't own it anymore. You just pay a subscription. Like, it's definitely the age of, like, you don't own anything. You just have to pay our subscription. You can use it. But, yeah, back in the day, I just don't even see how, like... it's so normalized now, but it's, like, it baffles my mind how you just don't own things anymore. Netflix bought Warner Brothers. don't get me started on ads. Yeah, I mean, it's just bad. Like, we back in the day, like, if you wanted to rent something, you went to Blockbuster. Nowadays, forget it, man. I remember the day Blockbuster closed down. That was a sad day, because I remember, like, Blockbuster being, like, too cool. That's what you did. You went and got a Blockbuster. I still own my grandpa's vinyl collection of the Jackson 5. That's awesome. That's old school. You know what's also old school, Evox? What's also old... I don't know why that sounds weird in my head. What's also old school is, don't own... Oh, for some reason it didn't show me. Why doesn't it show me? I don't own it. Going with society into those who have full off-grid hillbilly and... I can't read it. Okay, hillbilly and tech slave. Oh, I think that word, they flag it on YouTube for some reason. I remember Blockbuster on Friday nights with family. Please be kind. Rewind. Oh yeah, I remember that. We used to go to Blockbuster. That was it. That's what we did. We went to Blockbuster and had our time. Now forget it, guys. Blockbuster is gone. It's over. That time of our lives is done. And the sad thing is, like, people of today won't remember when you used to own your own technology. You didn't rent it. You owned it. It was just a different time. I remember I rented a DVD of Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill and didn't return it to Blockbuster until the day they were shutting down. So now I kept the DVD. It was hilarious. Actually, the day they shut down, they were giving away most of the DVDs. I think they were either giving them away or they were selling them for like stupid cheap. Blockbuster still exists in Alaska? Seriously? Blockbuster still exists in Alaska? I thought it all shut down. Bruh, I gotta look that up. Really? It still exists? Blockbuster in Alaska? Blockbuster's presence in Alaska ended in July 2018 with two stores in Anchorage and Fairbanks. So it is no longer there. It ended in 2018. But still, that's still a long time. By the way, Blockbuster wasn't shut down. They were bought out by Netflix. Okay, you know what I mean. Right? Like, so there were stores, the storefronts, when they closed down. So Blockbuster, the storefront, closed down. Actually, I don't think Blockbuster was bought by Netflix, was it? Hold on. I don't... Does Netflix... I don't think so. No, Netflix did not own Blockbuster. It was not bought out. They were just taken out by Netflix. Bummer. I know, right? All the old school stuff is gone. Not the storefront, the Blockbuster. No, Blockbuster Media was not owned by Netflix ever. What happened was Netflix came in and they started streaming and they started doing DVD by mail service. So what happened was Netflix came out with the mail service. So you would get, instead of going to Blockbuster, you would get it in the mail. And then another thing they started doing was they started having these they started having these little, what is it called? They don't have them anymore. You could go and like get a DVD from like a vending machine. I don't know if y'all remember those. Like they had vending machines. And then Netflix pretty much just took over. I could have sworn in 2011. No, they said they were never bought by Netflix. But it would make sense for Blockbuster to still exist in Alaska. Not sure if you ever lived in very remote areas. I do know of Alaska. My parents have been there. I've never been there myself, but the way they describe it, it is very like remote. Redbox. Yes, Redbox. Wait. That's what I want to know. Is Redbox owned by Netflix? Does Netflix own Redbox? No, Netflix does not own Redbox either. Okay, so I was getting Redbox confused, but I do know Netflix was a mail Netflix was a mail service. But Redbox also was a thing for a while. Okay, funny story about DVD vending machine. Redbox, they still exist in the area. Yeah, but they used to exist near where I live too, and I haven't seen one. Like, not recently. Because I remember, like, going to Redbox and, like, renting the newest DVD. I think, if I were to guess, I think after mail rental. Yeah, they were mail rental. I think what happened here was that, yes, it was a, oh my goodness, what am I thinking? They existed for a while, and then a lot of them got taken down. I think because, so, like, before everything in 2020 happened, when 2020 happened, I think it changed the industry for movies. Like, a lot of the movies that went to movie theater no longer went to movie theater. You would have to buy it in the house, right? So I think now, I think movie theaters are struggling to get, I'm guessing, struggling to get new movies out. Because I never hear about really any good movies. There's every now and then I'll hear about a movie coming out on movie theater. But then it's like, I don't know. I never go to the movies anymore. I don't know who goes to the movies anymore. And I think a lot of the movies are now being released through streaming services. Either you pay extra or you can watch it at home. Like, I hear all the time, there's a new movie out, you can go to the movie theater, but you can also rent it on your streaming device. Me and my friends accidentally stole a DVD machine? In 2015 or 2016, it involved a goat and a broken lock. Share the story tomorrow because it's 1 a.m. Well, you better go to bed, man, if it's 1 a.m. I can't believe you stole a DVD vending machine. But the thing about remote areas is older tech is more common because it's reliable and doesn't need the cloud. Yeah, because you don't have, in remote areas, you don't have internet widely available, I don't think, as much. Rural folks like standalone tech. I learned why movies are terrible. Say what about stealing a DVD machine? That sounds good. Evox, apparently, with a goat, stole a DVD machine. For some reason, I don't know why. I was just told this. But then Evox said Evox has to go because it's 1 a.m. and I think really you need to go to bed. Although I was up till 1 a.m. making videos, I mean. I learned, so I don't know why movies have been so bad in the last couple of years. I mean, not bad, okay. I worked for a movie theater for a time. Back in my day, when I was a whippersnapper, I worked for a movie theater, and back then, movies were hot things. I mean, like, you go to the movies, you could, like, Twilight was big, Lord of the Rings was big, all the superhero movies were coming out, Hangover was coming out, what was the, what was that movie? Hot Tub Time Machine. Uh, like there was more variety of movies and people went and watched them. Like back when I watched movies, that's what what did you say? Oh my goodness, I can't read. I'm gonna have to make chat bigger because I can't read it. There, we'll do this. So the reason the current movies are bad is because the rich bank rolling them are using them for tax breaks, tax evasion, or money. Okay. Hot Tub Time Machine was surprisingly good. I agree. Yeah, for some reason YouTube doesn't like certain things that you type out. I don't know why. I guess you can't like say certain things. They're very like PC. Well, I also think the state of Hollywood is changing because like you don't really I don't hear as much about like the what is it? I don't hear as much about the superstars. Like back in my day, that was a thing. Like if there were the superstars of TV were like on magazines, everyone read about them. And I think people are just caring less and less about superstars. I'm wondering if like kind of like streaming's kind of like taking over the world in that respect because I feel like more people stream now and like people are watching streamers I think a lot more than they would watch superstars. I might be wrong. It just seems like a lot of that has just changed. It's called Hollywood accounting. It's a mind screw of a topic. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's corruption everywhere. I'm sure a lot of corruption is just everywhere. But see, movies used to be like I think back when I worked in the movie theater, they were a thing. They were really good. And nowadays, like, I mean, I remember the superhero movies were like really good. And then what was it? The one about the gauntlet, the gauntlet hand. And the Infinity guy. What? I forget. The last boss after they fought him, it just like all went downhill. Now I don't hear very much about superhero movies. I think streaming are replacing them. I think VTubing is the digital version of a radio personality. I don't think it's just VTubers. Actually, I think VTubers are still kind of a weird thing for a lot of people. I think streamers are still a better way to go than VTubing. The only reason I made a VTuber is because I'm an artist and I like the art of a VTuber. But I truly believe nowadays, like, VTubers are still kind of, people don't entirely accept VTubers. Sometimes, some people do, but like, you first kind of gotta appreciate art or anime to really appreciate VTubers, I think, at first. And then if you're willing to be open-minded to VTubers, you might enjoy VTubers, but I think a lot of people still find VTubing really weird. Yeah, I remember when superstars were a thing. Now no one cares and good riddance. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Oh yeah, another one that was coming out was the Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, it was like Twilight, Pirates of the Caribbean, some of Lord of the Rings, not Lord of the Rings, but like the one after Lord of the Rings came out. I think some of the Star Wars started coming out, I think. I mean, it was a time when like movies were big, and it was big to the point where like you would have like late night showings and the place would be packed. VTubing is the best of both worlds, having privacy on an average person but benefits the fame. Yeah, I think what's like the problem with fame, and I joke a lot. I joke a lot about like, I'm gonna be famous. I'm famous. I joke a lot about that, but the reality is with fame, there comes like like your privacy does matter. And I think that that's kind of like the hardest thing with being famous in general is like you go walk outside, everyone knows you. And I'm fine with like I would personally be fine with a little bit of that, but then like at some point I'd be like, no, I just want to be alone. I just want to go be by myself, be alone, and I don't know, maybe VTubing is a good part of that. Like I'm not shy. I can show my face, but I would rather not be bombarded by people. I like my little presence of my little safety net of happiness in my own little world. Well, guys, I got this much done. Problem with fame now is the public tries to shape their star into boxes. I have opinions and ideas people don't get. Yes, I have opinions that I think are controversial. I have opinions on things that may not be the norm. I also have opinions on things that are the norm. I try to keep most of it to myself, though. If people talk about it, I might rant, and that's my problem with it is like if you bring up a conversation about something, I have a habit of ranting about it, and it's probably like I'll think about it later and be like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have said anything about that." Looks great. Thank you. Mission Silo, do you make a channel? Do you do YouTubing or not really? By the way, my baby fell asleep. She's like chilling out. She fell asleep. For those of you who don't know, I have a little baby. When I say opinions, I'm talking about creative stuff. For example, no one gets the idea of how entertainers will change their role as a result of AI. I get what you're saying. And by the way, when I say controversial, I think anyone who has an opinion is controversial. I mean, just in general, if it's not the opinion of your audience, it's controversial. It could be something very simple as I'm just using an example. I like cats, but like it's as simple as like I don't like cats. And if everyone that watches you likes cats, then you're gonna make them mad. I do not have a channel right now. I might make content later. If you were to make content, what would you make content on? Like, have you thought about doing it? I'm just curious. Because a lot of people who watch my content also make content. But as far as like AI, the one thing that freaks me out about AI, probably the biggest thing that freaks me out about AI is like with content creation, in regards to content creation. is you can take the voice of people, like you can take my voice and you can basically content create by using my voice and my likeness. Like if I were just as a person, if I was a person, this doesn't look right. As a person, you could take my likeness, make a video totally with AI with my voice, my likeness, my looks, and there you have a video. And I'm like, that's just so lazy. Like, I don't like that at all. So the 20th century was the era of rock star mass sold out shows, selling out records. The era is over. I'm thinking of starting a channel based on language. What do you mean? What do you mean by language? Like teaching a language or what? This, like, piece is giving me a headache. I might have to stop soon because it is giving me a big headache. I didn't realize that this piece was going to be as intense as it is. I did realize, actually. I'm learning new languages. Want to compare English with other languages I've learned. What kind of languages are you learning? The only language that I've so there's two languages I've kind of learned. Oh, why did I do this one different than this one? Why did I do this one differently? I don't know. Kind of confused on what I'm doing right now. So far, the 21st century, the entertainer will become more of a liaison. I actually don't really know what that word means. I've heard that word, and I'm trying to think, what does that mean? Communication or corporation with facilities close to working relationships with people or organizations. What's a liaison? Liaison is a French connection between a final oh, wait. That's not right. I'm trying to learn Spanish. I've been slacking my studies for 2 years. I have bad cycles of depression and moping, which prevent me from being productive. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. I deal with, like, sad thoughts. I'll say that. I don't know if it's really based on anything, like, mental, but I think that I do deal with a certain amount of it myself. But I try to stay as happy as possible. I know it sounds stupid the way I'm saying that. I have my moments. Like, I think, like I was saying earlier, like, streaming in general. Like, I streamed for 2 days, and then afterwards, like, 2 days straight, I streamed. I streamed one day for, like, 3 hours, and then I streamed another day for, like, I think 3 hours. And then I just like got so down in the dumps after that, and I couldn't kick it. Like I just had a hard time feeling better. So I totally understand what it's like to go through bouts of time. And that's why I don't have a stream schedule. Well, for a few reasons. One, I have a baby, which my baby's asleep right now. Um, Life has been whooping my arse, and that is why I'm sad. I'm trying to keep on trucking because the best I can. Are you on my Discord, Mission Silo? We have a group of us that we all talk about life stuff. We have a section for that. If you want to even talk about food, we've got all sorts of stuff. If you're interested, join the Discord. We have a lot of cool buddies on it. But yes, life has also been kicking me in the behind. I'm probably about, well, I'm not saying I'm probably, I am going to be a single mom here in a bit. And that's kind of stuff I've been dealing with. So that's partly the reason I've been feeling kind of sad and down. But I try not to make it like affect me. I'm the kind of person that's just like, no, I don't want this to affect me. Stop it. And then I try to push it away. But then like I also just like cry it out, deal with it in the best way I can. No, I might join, but I'm afraid I might never get anything done because you're the easier one I've been chatting to. Well, I'm actually probably about to finish here in a little bit. I don't know if I can continue drawing this thing because it is actually giving me a headache and I probably should go for a walk. But yeah, if you want to join Discord, we have a Discord and we all show our art, chat, we talk about game stuff, we talk about life, we talk about whatever. It's actually a really cool community. I mean, it's actually really active. I never wanted to make a Discord at first. I didn't want to manage it, but my friend Winter, who makes the music, makes the overlays, Winter was like, you should make a Discord, and I'm like, why? I don't really want to. And some people I can talk nonstop and can chat, and a convo is started no matter what I do. I mean, I do chat sometimes on the Discord, but primarily the Discord is just a place to like chat type stuff mostly. I mean, sometimes I'll get on Discord to talk, but typically it's used for like people like to show their cats or their memes or their art. So anyways, you're welcome to join. It's a cool little place. A lot of like I said, I'm really surprised at how active the Discord was. I initially was not going to make a Discord for a couple reasons. Not until I was like a little bit ahead of where I'm at now, but I'm glad I made it. Like, I'm glad Winter kind of pushed me to make it. And he helps me moderate it, so it's like, okay, I don't have to worry too much about it. As for a liaison is a go between a group and another. For example, a city mayor supposed to be in between of the voters and the people in charge. Oh, I see what you're saying. I think YouTube is really changing the game of like, I don't want to say like fame or like people getting, I mean, I've said it before to like a lot of people who want to like be good, they want to show their talent and they want to show their talents, and I'm like, there's no better time. I mean, really, like if you want to be a musician, now is the time, because like your music can be seen by so many people, your art can be seen by so many people, even though like, yes, AI is coming in and taking out like artists. Yeah, you can look at it that way, but you can also look at it like, you know, if people like you, they'll appreciate you regardless if AI exists or not. I am always a big, like, do it. Get out there. Get your name out there. I think there's no better time than to just do it. kind of being lazy here. So if it doesn't look right, I'm sorry. I'm being lazy. I'm getting kind of tired of this art. Rose gives up after so amount of time. So you as an entertainer would be the go-between your community, and you form the larger groups such as corporations, politicians, and larger communities such as art community or music. I gotcha. I think that's true. There is another component to it though, like for instance, Hololive is a corporation for VTubers of the people that are in the go-between. I kind of like a pastor of a small church. I can explain this idea and people don't get it. I get it. I get what you're saying. Actually, you know, like you go to a church and the pastors are like, really, they made it. If you think about it, like, yeah, I know they're about Jesus or, you know, God, right? Or whatever religion, right? But at the end of the day, like, they created that. And people go and see that pastor. They really go to church. In some ways, like, people go to church because they like their pastor. I mean, yes, they might be there to worship, right? But the reality is, like, if you don't like the pastor, you're not going to go to that church. You're not going to go listen to the priest or whatever, pastor, priest, whatever. You're not going to go to that church if you think that they talk hullabalooga or whatever. You don't like them, you're not going to go there. More specifically, a community organizer. Yeah, I agree with that. The question is though, like Asmongold is a really good example of that. Asmongold has made his own businesses. Asmongold is probably one of the biggest streamers that exists, right? And he has made his own businesses. He's made his own, I believe, corporations. I believe they're all corporations. I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, I mean, he has a lot of money and honestly, like, a huge community. And in some ways, he has a certain amount of power because he can influence a big amount of people. If you look at, like, people like Joe Rogan is, like, a big podcast celebrity. I think technically bigger than Asmongold. And I mean, Joe Rogan's huge. And if you, like, look at, like, the community he's built, it's just nuts. Or Fixer, I think, is most accurate. Or Fixer. Oh, Community Fixer, you think? One second. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Like Cyberpunk 2077 Fixers. Cyberpunk. I like Cyberpunk. Fixers are well-connected fencers, smugglers, information brokers. Apply their trade on... Okay. I like Cyberpunk. I actually like the anime that they came out with. I think it was a Cyberpunk... Is it anime? Yeah, the anime was good. I didn't play the game, though. I like the world. I definitely like the world of Cyberpunk. It's changing the formula from scripted to dynamic concerning a lot of things. I think ad campaign versus VTuber representing company who talks and interacts with possible consumers. Brokers, I think, is most accurate. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen with the VTuber world specifically, because VTubers, they're either liked or they're not liked. Like, I don't know if you've seen that, like, there's a lot of drama with VTubers. They either are really liked or they're not liked, like, at all or as much. And I'm kind of interested to see how the world of VTubing is going to change based on that. Like, are they going to be more widely accepted? Are people going to stop doing VTubing and do more real life tubing? I don't know if you call it skin flesh tubers. I'm just kind of curious to see. I mean, I think VTubing will always be there, but I'm just kind of curious to see what's going to happen in the world of VTubing. I didn't like cyberpunk anime. I like anime either cyberpunk genre, such as, I haven't seen that one, Armitage the Third. Why didn't you like the cyberpunk anime? I thought it was really good. What VTubing has done is given the masses a means to express themselves with digital mask. Yes. But what's also scary is, like, AI is eventually just gonna make VTubers. And, like, that's kind of upsetting to me too, because VTubing was like, I created this VTuber. Every layer, every bit of it was created by me. And for AI just to say, oh, there's a VTuber, like, is a little upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of time that goes into creating these VTubers. A lot of time. And I would not even consider myself a pro at it. Like, I think there are way better people that can make these VTubers. Earlier cyberpunk sci-fi focused on hard topics like physics and philosophy concerning transhumanism. Kind of like, are you talking about like, kind of like, Full Metal Alchemist? Are you talking about like that? Are you just talking about like the cybernetics? Yes, but I isn't going to be an advocate for community they made. AI isn't going to be an advocate for community they made. AI is a sophisticated version of a telephone prompt. I think the problem with AI, I think the biggest issue with AI is AI, if you ask it a question and it doesn't know, it doesn't say, I don't know. It just makes up an answer. And I think that's currently the biggest issue with AI is like, well, it has to know. So therefore, if it doesn't know, it's not any good. Which I don't think that's the case. I just think whatever you don't know, the way to correct that is just say, hey, I don't know the answer to this. And that's fine. Like, then they can program the answer. But I think that's the biggest issue with AI in general is it doesn't, if it doesn't know the answer to a question, it just makes it up. And when it makes it up, it almost comes off either as a lie or it comes off as like it's trying to correct something, which then is more detrimental to what it's trying to do than to help. Armitage the Third and Neuromancer are great examples. You know, Cyberpunk, I think Cyberpunk used to be like a D&D thing, right? I want to say I played like Cyberpunk as a D&D type thing. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Armitage, the main patron of the crew, Neuromancer. Okay. AI is great as a search and guess tool, like rough draft for script. It does not replace the ability to create. I don't think it ever will technically replace the ability to create, but people are trying to. Like, businesses are now trying to replace the ability to create by just using AI instead of human beings. But I mean, right now human beings are really smart. I mean, as of now, they know it's AI. I'm not saying human beings are not ever smart. I'm just saying right now, human beings are being smart about it. I can't believe I finished this freaking drawing, y'all. I can't believe, like, my head hurts. Like, I can't believe I finished doing all the line art and it took me almost, what, 2 hours? Why did I agree to do this? I have no clue in my mind. Like, I did a drawing yesterday and it took me no time at all. Maybe I remember cyberpunk as the evolution of sci-fi. Sci-fi was utopian before cyberpunk. I want to say back in the day. Wait, was cyberpunk a role-playing game? Yeah, cyberpunk, referring to the universe, especially Cyberpunk 2077, is fundamentally an RPG. Okay, no. What is it? I don't know. There was one that was like that. Maybe it's not cyberpunk. Maybe it's called something else. I remember back in the day I played some sort of D&D thing. Oh, let's see how this looks without. Oh! It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. I'm probably gonna thicken the lines on the outside of it. Like, everything is going to be perfect Star Trek future, and then Cyberpunk came along with its gritty dystopian version of the future. I kind of like it. I didn't really, and maybe y'all are gonna hate me for this. I didn't really get into Star Trek. Like, I had a hard time getting into Star Trek. I tried. I really did. I probably, maybe I try again, maybe I'd actually watch it, but I've tried, like, a couple times, and I just don't end up watching it. It just doesn't interest me. Now, I've watched Star Wars. I'm all about Star Wars. You put me in Star Wars universe, I'll watch Star Wars. But I think that's because Star Wars is kind of a, like a samurai-esque futuristic type thing. I spent my childhood on the library reading cyberpunk and sci-fi. It's okay being against Star Trek. I mean, I know there's a lot of Star Trek fans. I just am not one of them. I honestly wished and tried to get into Star Trek many times. It just doesn't interest me. But you get me into like a new Star Wars. I mean, okay, I'm not a nerd when it comes to Star Wars. Like, I think the new movies are garbage. I'm sorry, I said it. I think the new movies that came out, ones after Disney bought Star Wars, are just terrible. I think they're garbage. But I think that the Star Wars Mandalorian was really good, which I think is still Disney. It's okay to not be a fan of Star Trek. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I feel bad saying it, because I know there's a lot of, like, really big Star Trek fans. But yes, I watched The Mandalorian. I liked The Mandalorian. That one was a good series. But I felt like Mandalorian was not entirely Star Wars, though. Like, a part of me felt like it didn't feel like traditional Star Wars. Now, I'm not complaining. I liked the show. But when I think of Star Wars, I think of, like, the original, like, first 3 movies that were technically, what, 4 through 6? The new Star Wars is too shiny. Original Star Wars was gritty. Yeah, but that's not why. It's just the acting is just not great, man. I don't know. It's just it just wasn't good. The new, like, okay, the one I can deal with the first 3 movies, 1 through 3. Those are the newer movies. I like those movies. But like, then there was 4, 5, 6, which were the originals, and then 7, was it 7, 8, 9? Those are garbage. I didn't even watch the last one. I refused. And I went to the theater for the first one. I was like waiting for it. I was excited. Then I watched it and I was like, this is garbage. I can't do it. And I haven't, still to this day, haven't seen the last movie that they came out with. Still to this day, I have not watched it. I refuse to. My head hurts, guys. Star Trek was a product of its time. Remember, Star Trek was made during Cold War, and when people had optimism for liberal democracy, things changed. So, like, Star Trek was also, from what I know, Star Trek was also of its time in the technology. Like, it was, I think, like, the look of it was good back for its age. But now, like, it looks old, outdated, like, and I know it wasn't, like, now is not its age, but still, I think it just is kind of, it just looks old and outdated. Basically, it looks more retro because back in its day, but it's supposed to look new. And something about, like, it's supposed to be like, this is the future, but to me, all I see is retro. But, I mean, I don't think that's the reason why I didn't like it. I don't know, something about it. I couldn't get into it. But I'm not, sci-fi, I either really like it, or I don't like it at all. And I think that's the reason, is probably because I either really like the sci-fi or I don't like it at all. Like, I love the alien stuff. I'm all about Alien. Like, Aliens and Aliens versus Predator and all of that stuff. I'm all about it. I totally get it for the same for the, I was just saying Aliens. Yeah, same for the Alien franchise. I can get into Alien. Some of the Alien stuff was good, some of it was not so good. I mean, there were some that were great. The industrial design for space for the series is outdated. Nothing kills the mood like not getting it right. Yeah. I like, when it comes to space, okay, you either make, like, galaxies of cool other worlds like Star Wars did, that's cool, or you make it creepy. Like, space being creepy, I love creepy space. Like, alien stuff coming at you, like, I love it. And I'm, you know, I don't play a lot of scary games, but I love me a good scary alien movie. Because you know what's gonna happen. Like, you already know it's coming. You're just waiting for it to happen. Prometheus was like, that whole series about the Prometheus, and oh, it's so good, so good. I love it. But yeah, in general, I'm not, like, it depends on the space. It depends on the space. Like, Cyberpunk, I like Cyberpunk idea. Like, the grittiness of, like, people going insane from the cybernetics and stuff like that. Like, all the grittiness of that was cool. Creepy sci-fi, I think, is high-tech trope of man versus environment survival genre. Yeah, basically. I think because, like, nowadays you can't find too much survival stuff. Like, like man is already taken over the environment, other than what if global warming happens and it's the day after tomorrow kind of stuff, or we have zombie apocalypse. That's another thing. I'm not a huge zombie fan. I don't like it. It freaks me out. It scares the bejeebers out of me. You know, I'm intrigued and hate it at the same time. I hate zombie things and I like it at the same time. I'm weird like that. Like, I'll sit there and want to watch it, but then I'll hate myself after watching it. I will be upset that I watched it. That's kind of how I roll. I don't like this. But like The Walking Dead, I couldn't watch it. I got through like the first season and then I was like, I can't do this. I couldn't do it. It was just too depressing. It was just too much about like just sad. I couldn't watch it. And I don't know, it just didn't. I don't like movies that don't make me feel good. Cause say Lost in Space, a person who is on a ship light years from Earth and home is individual versus unyielding laws of physics and reality. The Martian is a great example. Actually, yes, it is. There's one space movie, I'm trying to remember what it was called, but like it was about bending, it was about them on a spaceship, and it was about bending like the realities of space and time. It was so good. I can't remember the name of it, but they're like stuck out in space, and like if they went to certain planets, because of the gravity of the planet, it would like force time to change in the amount of years or something. It was so good. I don't remember what it was called though. Or Planet of Apes is another great example. Planet of the Apes is pretty good. I haven't watched all of them though, but I've watched some of the Planet of the Apes, and I like Planet of the Apes. Alright guys, I'm probably going to like cut stream here. I'm getting really tired, and I don't know if I have time later, if I'm able to, I might stream later and play some Uma Musume, but right now I need a break because my head hurts. Don't remember my favorite sci-fi movie of all time is Space Truckers. Space Truckers. It's cheesy. It sounds like something like, what is it? The Sharknado? Space Truckers. Alright guys, I need a brain break. Nice chatting with you too. If you want to join the Discord here, I'll post it again. You're welcome to join. Oh no. I'll post it again if you want me to. Get it. But my head literally hurts from drawing this thing. Sharknado level stuff? That's what I thought. I thought it was like Sharknado stuff. I don't have enough viewers to raid anybody on my Twitch, but that's fine. We'll do a raid soon. I'm hoping I can raid someone soon. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Mission Silo. Thanks, Evox, for coming in, and Yaksha, and who is that other one that was here earlier? I know her first name used to be Candy, but I don't remember the name anymore. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time, and ciao.